Hey, good morning, ladies. Hey, beware the contaminator. Because you know what they're doing. They probably already up and at 'em and sitting around wondering what are we gonna do. Let's go ahead and put them on mute. Dusty's, we don't need you. Black girl energy. Okay, I'm done playing. So, I know at home I just kind of like bust out into song. I just, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, and obviously I'm a Beyonce fan. So, I said before, said again, beware the contaminator. Check this out.
Targeted, and they were jealous of you, and the only way they could stop you from being better than them or living your dreams is to impregnate you.
Yeah. And you might say, oh, that sounds like way crazy. No, they would never. No. I want you to listen to what else she's saying. And then I'm going to have a conversation or bring you on to a conversation that I had with one of their male counterparts. Yeah, who pretty much verified the same thing that, well, I was thinking.
I take 2 videos to talk about something that is extremely controversial, extremely triggering, and is extremely not talked about. So this is definitely a side of the child-free by choice world that is not really talked about. And I'm going to call it the weaponization of sperm by young men against unsuspecting women. They very methodically and very diabolically, and I would honestly say very criminally, seek out young, goal-oriented, beautiful, driven young women, specifically young Black women, who have all these goals and all these dreams and all these aspirations, and these dudes weaponize their sperm to get these girls pregnant to derail their goals. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. So these guys, and this is actually a thing, ladies, it's talked about in the pickup artist community, it's talked about in the little groups, I'm going to call these dudes the Dusties and the Ashies, the places where the Ashies and the Dusties hang out. They have these conversations and they plot on young women, unsuspecting young women, to do this. So they'll meet a young woman, she's in college, she's got her career, what have you, and they'll meet her and she's really pretty and she's talking about her goals and her plans. I want to travel, I want to get my degree, I'm going to do all these things, and I'm going to have this career, I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that, I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that. Well, these Ashies and Dusties, don't want to do those things, and they don't want her to do those things. So what they'll do is surreptitiously, they will romance her. They'll make her think that they love her, that they want to be with her, and they specifically seek out young Black women and young women who are from single parent households and who don't have dads too. So there's that hole they know that needs to be filled. And so and if the young woman says, yeah, I don't really want to have kids, that's the alarm, because the Ashies and the Dusties are then thinking, how dare she? How dare she think that she's better than me? Why wouldn't she want to carry my spawn or whatever? And they will get these young girls pregnant. They will do things such as remove condoms while having sex. They will put holes in condoms. They will, talk about how they're only with just them and convince the young girls, these young women, to have unprotected sex with them. Then they get them pregnant and they leave them. And they do it to woman after woman after woman after
multiple fatherless homes.
after woman after woman. So if you're someone that this has happened to, or this is something you're shocked by, tell me your comments down below.
See? Beware the contaminator. And this is old. It's nothing like, oh my God, this is, maybe for the younger crowd. This is like so not brand new. This is what they do. Hence, beware of the contaminator. Those T dots, those Dusties over there, T dots and whatnot. They are contaminators. They are dream wealth destroyers. And I've actually had a conversation. That's why I want to go ahead and show this to bring this up. So I was talking with a guy, and he was saying about how his friends and how they want to try and get like Black women that that are professional. Okay. And he said, "Oh yeah." He said, "Boy, you really have to watch out for these guys out here." And we were talking. He's like, "Yeah, these guys, man, they'll try to get with a woman." I'm like, "You got to be kidding me! What is his?" He said, "They'll get with a woman to get with her because so they can use her credit." It's like, dude, everybody has their own credit score. Use yours. Well, common sense, his must be really bad. He said they'll try to get with a woman to use her credit, pretty much using her as a come up. Again, it's nothing new. I showed you the video when I found that old stuff with Meemaw, and it was, what was that video about, the Amos Andy show, and in the 50s or something, and the girl said she had $10,000, and then he tried to marry her because he thought she had $10,000 and she didn't. And he was already making plans with her money. It wasn't any we money. It was her money. So if that was in the 50s, and we weren't even born then, I don't think any of us was born then, and if so, great. But if that was in the 50s, it's 2023. Nothing new. Nothing new. I've heard a man talk, and he was saying basically he wanted to have children. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting me some trophies out here," and that basically he was going after women, making them baby mamas that had jobs, good paying jobs. And guess what he said? Those are his trophies. So when he gets old, he can sit down and relax. Now, never mind, he never married any of these ladies. And I don't know if he was really active in their lives, more than likely not. But he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to have some trophies." So when he gets old, he's going to have those children to take care of him. It's nothing like that. You listen and it's just shocking. And it's very shocking. So yeah, this is what they do. Misery loves company. That's why I say at this point, don't even entertain it. Do not let it into your space. They are contaminators. They are wealth destroyers. They are dream destroyers. So you think because someone is looking at you, and my dad taught me that, because someone's looking at you, and this is a prime example, and they're smiling, you think, "Oh, that person really likes me." You have no idea what that person is thinking. Could be, look, all these women that end up murdered, getting murked, what have you, like the lady, just this past week that they found. Don't forget, going to the comedy club. He's driving and she's a passenger in her Mercedes Benz. Next thing you know, she's found deceased behind a cemetery, and he's found inside her vehicle. Why? I bet you he was probably looking at her and wanting what she had, wishing he had it. So I'm going to get next to her. And they want to call you gold diggers? No, 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 no. First of all, if you're dating the collective of these black men, you're not digging for gold, you're digging for dust. It is what it is. They are the true contaminators. They're the gold diggers. Because guess what? Black women, you got the gold and everybody know it. A gold digger, not in Blackistan, you're not, because most of them got dust. Look at the kids running around here. So yeah, they are contaminators. And there are people who are just, like I said, dream and wealth destroyers. They will hear about your dream. "Oh, you want to do something now?" And will be sitting beside you, as my dad said, because somebody looking at you smiling. It's not always for your benefit. It's a many person that smile at somebody knowing they had a disease and go ahead and transmit it. They didn't come up to her friend trying to box up. Hey, how you doing? Pop, 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 pop. What's up, your ugly butt? They're not doing any of that. No. Want to be nice and charming. Get your guard down. So yeah, she's right. Don't tell them about your dream. Listen, don't even let them in your space. Don't do it. Oh, because see, you have dreams. You gotta understand. Some people are so broken, they can't even they don't even have a dream, because all they know and what they've been exposed to and the information that they've pretty much inculcated within themselves is, guess what? A nightmare. So here you come along, you want a dream. It's like those two guys I told you about, those two Caucasian guys, and I could just hear through the door. One guy said, "Yeah, man, I tell you, I'm going to have me a company Then the other one, I'm called Dusty Dan. He just went off. You ain't gonna have no company, man. You ain't gonna have no. Whoa! And I knew then his tone. I knew then. I said, "Wow, the one who wants to have a company, he needs to disassociate himself from the other guy because that guy will do anything to derail him." Why? Because that guy's a Dusty Dan, in my opinion. He doesn't have a dream. All he knows is a nightmare. So here you are. We probably grown up together. You already know. We know how to like shoot guns and all that kind of stuff. And you know what I'm saying? But and so the idea of his friend having a different outcome, yeah, your own company, you ain't gonna have nothing. Oh, that's a contaminator. I never forget when I first started in business and they were telling me, you had these seminars and they were like, hey, in these meetings, anybody who's always negative, go ahead and cut them down. And it makes sense because all they're going to do is contaminate you, try to bring the business down. That's all they'll try and do. That's all they will try and do. So this shit with women, oh yeah, you want to travel, get your education? They already know that they're not going to do those things. They're not going to. So now here you are saying that you're going to do that. Think a contaminator is think within themselves. I'm gonna try to stop her. I'm gonna get her pregnant. I'm gonna get her pregnant. I'm gonna stop that dream now. Uh-oh, pregnant. School on pause. Uh-oh, pregnant. I missed my internship. Uh-oh, pregnant. I can't work. I can't go to class. And then he turns around, excuse the expression, and will leave your beautiful ass. That's why I say these men are not capable of love. If you are thinking now you have a man that has created fatherless homes and you're going to make it work with you, good luck. You be just like my friend's sister sitting up there. He already created 2 fatherless homes and she thought she had a prize because she married him. You would think the way when it comes to finances, it's always on her. Like I said, why can't he get a second job? Well, no, he can't get a second job because then he'll make more money. So think about it. This man is sitting up here making sure that his baby mamas don't get any extra money, and it's only to feed his kids. I mean, we do have inflation. So in other words, I will not get a second job. What the hell? What does that tell you? He doesn't even love his kids. What does that tell you? Doesn't love his kids. I ain't getting a second job. Then he'll get more money. Oh, you thought he loved you. He doesn't even love his children. So here she is. She thought she was the queen with the ring. He's Dusty. Good luck. Working a second job. Here she is. I couldn't believe to bring extra money into that household. Trying to sign up to be a foster parent. Not because of love of children. And she was talking like anything happen this week or we're going to be on the street. It's like, wow. Well, what is he doing though? What's he there for? That's why I checked the video I did this morning. Black women, you need to be like Goldman Sachs. You need to be like Goldman Sachs. Short video, it's not real long. Check it out. But yeah. So you have a dream of me. I'm child free, married child free. That's just not what I want to do. Is have children. And I love kids. And no, and I've never become unpregnant. I am child free. That's my choice. I'm an aunt. So I pretty much do my thing, but yeah, I'm child free, and that's what works, for me. We're able to do things. You don't have to worry about, checks to college and all that, yada yada. No, we're able to do things, and you know, um, kind of not wealthy, but live comfortably off our own resources. You understand? So this right here. A lot of times young women need to know, and I think mothers need to have conversations, and fathers too, with their daughters, that you have to be very selective of who you let into your space, into your world. You have to. Like I said, I'm a friendly person. With some other ladies, there was one in particular, and they were like, don't bring her. And I was like, they're like, don't bring her. Why? Because she has a lot of problems. She may make decent money, but a lot of problems. And nobody wants to hear about her struggle. No one wants to hear about her daughter's pregnant again. No one wants to hear about, you and you tried to apply for food stamps. Ain't nobody, I hate to tell you, ain't nobody that's making 110 or 115 gonna get any food stamps. But it's taken off. Well, that's, no one wants to hear about it because you got a daughter with, what, 6, 7 kids? We don't care. That's you. And you're depressing. We are business oriented. We want to talk about fun. We want to talk about business. We want to talk about your struggle over and over again because we avoided that. Look around you at these women. We either have somebody like me, no kids, and married or divorced. None of us been baby mama. Just saying. And you look at it, the highest you're gonna see is 1 or 2 kids. So we've all been married or divorced. 0 to 1 or 2 kids. We don't do 6 and 7. So no one wants to hear about her struggle, and we don't want to hear about those darn grandkids, what you got going on. We don't, because it's self-inflicted. Your daughter allowed herself to be finessed, and as a matter of fact, her daughter, she's on the Contaminator's king, on their team, as far as I'm concerned. Keep on having child by dust bucket. Keep it away from me. Keep it away. I don't care about it. So this here, I keep telling you, beware the contaminator. Want to get next to you, see about your dream, and want to destroy it. And then once they destroyed your dream, she's right. Walk away and do it to another woman. And then they sit up here, you'll have one man, not surprised that he may have anywhere between 2 to 5 fatherless homes that he's created with a woman. And then I want to say, look at the community. Who raised those kids? All those children are by single mothers. And who made the single mothers? I doubt a peanut butter and jelly sandwich did. So yes, ladies, we need to have these conversations with our young ladies, with our teens, preteens. Need to have the conversation now, as soon as possible, and keep on having it. Don't be jealous of your daughters. Give them a better chance. So yeah, beware the contaminator. They're only there to steal your dreams, to steal your happiness. They will make your life into a nightmare. That's why many women now are struggling. Why? The contaminator. Baby daddy. Dust buckets. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to hopefully like the video. Don't forget Twitter, Simply Said, number 6. So let me know about your comments, what you think about it. But these are conversations that we need to have with our daughters. If we're not comfortable, type it in on YouTube and let them listen. But we need to have the conversations early because their future is at stake. The hatred that black men have for us, it's real. And that's it. It's not imaginary. It's real. Why have your daughter walking into the lion's den amongst these dusties? Why? Why even have them in your space? Dusties, number 1 contaminator, the number 1 fatherless homemaker. Dusties bring drama, heartache, and trauma. Ruin your dream, ruin your finance, they ruin your life. Child, you deal with one, you might end up going night-night. The financial implications is too many dust buckets in the nation. Simply Said on YouTube, and I'm out. Love ya.